EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Houston Texans. Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to let it go deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for it. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Here's Watson. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take this one in for a Texans Texans touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Chargers 0. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
This time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Leach. And that will be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. From the gun, here's Watson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Yeah, let's get 2nd. He's checking.
Watson now to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 14. 23 yards the pickup there. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The Charger drive about to get going. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Leach. Flush to his right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 14-yard line. A big play there for the Chargers. 54 yards on the ground.
The play of 54 yards. And the Chargers.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
To throw on 2nd down, Leach. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now Watson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
And 7.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. Hey. 4 down.
Again, it's Watson. On the crossing route, complete. That's Mills. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Chargers' 8-yard line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Off of play action, it's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
Brings up 3rd.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. Catanzaro's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Still going inside the 30. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. From end zone to end zone, it's a 106-yard return. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
The kick is good.
And his kick is good.
Makes the score Texans 17, Chargers 7.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
For the point after.
That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now a handoff here to his running back. They find some open field here. There he goes left side. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. And he knocks it through.
Good. Makes the score Texans 24, Chargers 14.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. They go play action here on first down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun. Leach. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron.
Complete to Eric
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Gain on the play. And it's third down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Off play action. Leach escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
at the Texans' 36-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Leach eluding the pressure right. And he slings one that's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Number 3.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, Leach. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And his kick is good. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Taken in the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play. Something in the air, deep ball, but not them just taking it. Big-time John. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Ball carried by number 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. the red zone now. Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. That'll bring up second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's pick it up. It's out time, guys. Out time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
To throw again. Watson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Brings up second.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And to give this time to the tailback. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
To throw on 3rd down. Leach flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, "Don't do that again." What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 34. Now they'll run it on the toss. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Play to the running back.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Watson. And Cooks has it over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Makes it
I think someone's going to get into QB1s here when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. To throw is Watson. Dancing to his left. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Texans will extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Leach. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Throwing from the gun. Leach. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Pass complete to Keenan Allen. It's a gain of 16 yards, but it brings up third down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chargers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Leach. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Touchdown,
Allen Robinson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Texans 31, Chargers 24.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
7-yard pickup.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson.
The 32-yard line.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Nowhere to go that time.
A toss play.
He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's tackled at
the run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Leach. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bradley Roby, the Buckeye with a corner blitz and the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. On 1st and 10, Leach eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown.
Number 13, Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen,
Touchdown,
his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The kicker on for the point.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd
from the 24. Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Intercepted by the
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Right back to him on 1st down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. as they run the counter play. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Call it a gain of 3. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
3rd down.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now a handoff here to his running back. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee.
Today's final score, Chargers.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Chargers, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.